Sometimes I have dreams about the buffalo. Sometimes I can hear the elder sitting next to me singing the Tatanka song over and over again. I never really cried when people would ask me what happened on October 27th, and I would tell them a story that felt hollow inside. The first time I cried when I told my story was a few weeks ago, and I didn't understand why I was crying so hard. It wasn't until a few hours later that I realized I was crying because for the first time I shared my spiritual story of that day. And that small section over there is where we're going to hold the line here. We're the ones that are going to sit in prayer and get arrested. So this is my last live feed before I go to jail. Sorry, Mom. I told you I wasn't going to get arrested, but I lied. Why did you come to Standing Rock? That was a question that was asked to me quite often. And if I'm going to be completely honest, I first came to Standing Rock because I was angry. Anger was not an unfamiliar feeling to me. In fact, anger was a feeling I knew all too well. Angry Indian, as some would call it. Anger might have been what I came to Standing Rock with, but it was love that Standing Rock taught me. Sometimes my spirit leads me to places before I fully understand why I'm there. Coming to Standing Rock was never a choice for me. I don't care what anyone says. I never had a choice. When you have children, it becomes an obligation. When you see elders at the front lines, it becomes an obligation. They say adrenaline may be the most powerful mind-altering drug known to man. And when triggered, your body goes into survival mode. Adrenaline might have been what kept me up and on edge for 2.5 days straight prior to October 27th, but it was prayer that helped me get through that day. I will never forget that morning. As my tired eyes closed for what felt like only minutes, I was being shaken, frantically awake. They're coming down the road. They're coming over the hill. Adrenaline shot through my body as I scrambled to find my quote-unquote action gear, as we called it. Action gear. Back in October, our action gear was only earplugs, bandanas, and gas masks. I remember when I first came to Standing Rock, and the only action gear we needed was prayer. My heart was pounding like a war drum as I tied my bandana and face mask on and soaked it with water. You learn little tidbits of advice that you never thought you would need, like soak your bandana with water so the pepper spray doesn't stick, or milk of magnesia is great for pepper spray irritation. Passing advice like that nonchalantly like we were exchanging recipes for fry bread. As I hear the overwhelmingly loud noises of the helicopter, plane, the approaching LRAD, and hundreds of robot-like officers dressed in full-on riot gear, coming closer and closer, everything goes silent. And for a split second, fear sets in, until I can hear my daughter's voice in the back of my head asking me for a drink of water.
Drink water, please.